Hi, stoners!
Welcome back to the Spellbound Stoner Podcast.
Welcome back.
It's a lovely Tuesday morning. Or actually,
It's
I guess
Wednesday.
Sunday. Oh, fuck. It's Sunday.
Not it being Sunday. No, it's a Wednesday.
It's technically Wednesday, yeah, not Tuesday.
It's actually a lovely Wednesday evening. It's 2:37.
Listen, we've had a good day.
It's been a long morning. Really, it has. It's been good, though. We slept in.
Yes.
Period.
We did.
Welcome back to our podcast.
Welcome back.
We're here
I'm
again.
hoping you guys are having a great time and a lovely Valentine's Day. Have you guys had a good Valentine's Day?
Oh, yeah. This is like, when was Valentine's Day? Last week, yeah. So we're filming this on the 19th, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Chapel Roan's birthday.
Chapel Roan's birthday. Oh, yeah.
That was me
Give
snapping.
it up for Chapel, everybody.
Woo!
We do the...
Silence.
How do you do the...
Applause. Wait. That was awkward.
That doesn't say applause.
It was like a crow sound. That noise was like a crow noise. It went...
I thought it said applause.
Okay, it's Chapel Roan's birthday.
all our friends.
All our friends are here and they're clapping for
Yeah.
Chapel. Duh.
Yeah, big day for gay people.
Big gay day.
Big gay day.
Big gay day for gay people. And we are of the group. I
We are
believe.
of them.
Speaking of
So
big
yeah,
gay. Speaking of gay. This episode, we decided that we're rebranding. Not really rebranding, but we're redoing. If that makes sense. We're gonna do a refresh of our pod. We're basically gonna reiterate reintroduction of ourselves.
Yes.
Because we have done introduction of ourselves, but
now we have better mics.
we have better
also,
mics. It's gonna be easier for you to listen versus like the other mics we had were sucky. So like I understand if tuning into that was just not pleasant.
Yeah,
And
like you don't want to go
blame-
back and listen.
Yeah,
at that
don't
point.
actually. A little bit of advice: don't go back and listen to
Yeah.
those. We're gonna keep them there because humble beginnings.
It tells the story.
But don't go back, cause yeah. But yeah, so we just decided we're gonna do some new and updated introductions to the runners of the Spellbound Stoner
Stoners.
podcast, which is us. Hi,
It's us. Hi, my name's Cheyenne, by the way, and that's
Cheyenne.
Evelyn.
And this is Evelyn, or you can call me Eve.
Or you can call
Either
me
one.
Shy or Shay.
Shy and Eve, or Cheyenne and Evelyn.
Yep.
And this is our podcast.
And this is it. This is the Spellbound Stoners. We
We
wanted to just like make a space for the witchy
stoner
stoners.
community.
And we always kind of talk like a
Yeah.
podcast anyways, and we were just like,
Every time we like hung out
just make
or
a
like smoked
podcast.
together, we were like, "We're so funny. We should have a podcast."
literally.
And it's true. So here we are.
And
And
we did it.
You know what? It doesn't matter. Like podcasts are just fun. It's just
Literally.
fun to record shit and post
Exactly.
it. Like it's just fun. Let's just do it. So that's what we're doing right
Exactly. It's fun.
now.
And you know what? People like it.
Yeah, they do. I love podcasts. I love, even if it's not like considered a podcast, but like just sit down talk videos, like
Yes.
talking about anything. I am tuned in, and I don't care what people
Well,
say.
that's
Where they're
kind of
like,
us, honestly.
nobody's gonna want to sit down and just listen to us talk about random
Yeah.
shit. Like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. I do.
And listen, random men who people really want nothing to hear from them like have podcasts where they just spew the most hateful,
Exactly.
ignorant shit.
At least
so.
we're just talking about like whatever. Like it's
Girly
not really
stuff.
like not even just girly stuff. Like we're just talking about actual topics. Like
Yeah,
it's
that
not like
things
we're not
aren't
putting down
hateful on
people
people,
or
yeah.
being hateful, you know?
unless you deserve it,
Unless you deserve it, like
you're
our
Donald
president.
Trump or something.
But yeah, so that's what this space is for. It's safe for our witches, and it's safe for our stoners. And even if you're not a stoner, it's
Because
safe
community
for
is
you.
so important.
Community is very important.
So we hope you guys
We have lots of-
feel safe
We have
here.
lots of witchy friends who I hope they tune in.
Yes.
That we are like, we like to do shout outs
all my
for
witchy
them.
friends. Em,
All my
I'm
witchy
gonna shout out
friends.
Em because she told me she sent me a really sweet message about the podcast.
I love
And
her.
I have to send it to you, actually, because it was really nice. So we're going to shout out Em.
I love all of
love
our
Em.
friends. They're
I love
so
all
nice.
of our friends, literally.
They're literally like just my favorite humans in the world. And like, it's so funny because we don't really even know all of them like
Yeah, in real life.
IRL, but I love them so
I
much.
love them, literally.
They're so
Like, it's like we
sweet.
have met in real life before.
I love women. Like, I love that we have this community.
Yeah.
And we're all so similar, but also different. And it's like, it just works so well for us.
Yeah, literally. Like, we all just like vibe.
We
and
all just
have fun
vibe
together.
Yeah, it's so nice. So yeah, shout out to the coven.
Shout out to the coven. We
Shout
love
out
y'all.
to the coven. Chris's coven. Haha.
Chris's coven.
She truly did bring us all together.
She really did. Oh my god, wait.
Shout out
it's
to
like
Chris
almost our
Love.
1 year anniversary, too.
Oh yeah. Wait, what date is it?
I don't know. I remember Krista got her channel back on 222. I'm pretty sure it was like a couple days before that. So I'm not really sure. Maybe like the 20th, or even like today, maybe the 19th, something like that.
Well, I don't remember, but hello.
What happened?
I don't know why, but when we're talking, there's like a weird noise. It's like a jingling noise. Maybe I'm
It's
tripping.
the wind chimes.
Oh, it's the wind chimes. I'm just tripping. I can't hear like these. I have headphones on, and these headphones block out that noise out there, so I can just hear the feedback. That's it.
Oh,
it's not bad, but there is a little bit of feedback. So if you hear that, it's the wind chimes
you hear
outside.
a little bit of jingling.
Which, you know what? Don't be a hater, because those are my rainbow wind chimes. And if you're hating on the wind chime noise, then you're homophobic.
Yeah, wait, don't hate on wind chimes because they're nice. I love wind chimes.
They're beautiful and they're gay, so.
And they're pretty, and they make pretty noises.
I love wind
I hope
chimes.
it's not that disturbing in the podcast.
I don't think it's that bad. It's just I hear it and I'm like, huh? Anyways,
so yeah, shout out to the coven. We
shout
love
out
y'all.
to the coven. Shout out to Crystal Love for bringing us together.
Yes, shout out to Miss Krista. We love her.
We love her. And yeah, so we just want to do a quick introduction. Actually, I feel like she really did inspire us to also do a podcast.
Yeah, literally.
Because she has her own podcast,
High and
Hex. And I think that is like a real big inspiration for this one, because we get high and we're witches.
Yeah, exactly.
And like, not every episode is about witchcraft per se, because, you know, we're multifaceted beings.
Yeah.
Hello.
But
and
also
honestly,
Chris's podcast is not like that either, you know?
I feel like too, like for me, my witchcraft is very personal to me. It's like I'm not 100% comfortable talking about it all the time.
Yeah.
So it is what it is.
There are some things that I feel comfortable with,
Yeah.
and some things I don't.
But yeah, I definitely want, for the future of the podcast, I want us to delve into more of our witchcrafty shit and like what we do, more than just like the holidays and stuff, which, I mean, those are important, and I like talking about those, but I just think that I want to incorporate it more. So that's the goal. And this episode is just a reintroduction of us. So yeah. So I guess we can talk about ourselves.
Okay.
You want to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
What should I say? Like,
I'm gonna smoke while you go first.
My name is Cheyenne. I said that already, but yeah. Okay, so we're from California, by the way.
Oh, Cali.
I live in California. I was born and raised.
Born and raised in the IE.
In the IE, yes. If you know anything about that, you know that it's a weird place. And I still live there. I actually love it, low-key. It's kind of a vibe. There's not a lot of stuff to do, but anyways, less about my city and more about me, I guess. We're 22 years old.
Oh, we are.
Yeah, we are. So if you ever
we are.
see me in person and
Wait,
you
the
think
Evelyn
I'm 12,
and
I'm
Cheyenne
not.
lore is that we're cousins.
Oh yeah, we're cousins, by the way.
We're related.
We're related. We're blood related.
Blood related.
We got each other's blood in us.
We do. Yeah, we're related. Her mother is my aunt on my dad's side.
Yeah.
And we're the same age. We're only a month apart.
Like
I'm
a month older.
and 7, 8, 9, 10. A month and 3 days apart. Yeah. She's older, but she doesn't look older than me. So
No, yeah, I look like I'm 12.
cousin. I'm the tall. I look old. I'm just kidding. I don't look old.
No, you don't.
But I'm the tall cousin, and she's the short, little cute cousin.
Yeah, first
she's
of all,
she's the Polly Pocket, and I'm the
brats.
Bratz doll.
Yeah.
But I feel like we don't really look related.
No, we don't. Like, literally no part of my face or, like...
we don't resemble each other very much.
Like,
and I think that's why when we go out, people are like...
Are you guys friends, or what's happening here?
What's happening here?
Honestly, maybe they think we're dating.
Yeah. When we held hands at the mall one time. Listen.
You never know.
We know.
Yeah, I guess
that's
true.
the Lord. We're cousins,
Yeah.
and we love each other, and we always talk like a lot about a lot of things. We're yappers, and so we were like, oh, we've always wanted to do a podcast.
Yeah.
I love podcasts, and so one time we were just smoking in the car, and we were like, we should really do a podcast one day, a stoner podcast, like where we smoke. And we were with our other cousin Lee, or Cheyenne's sister Lee, my other cousin Lee, and but Lee Book is busy.
Yeah.
But our other cousin is busy. She has baby and life. So we don't.
Yeah, we don't.
So we have podcasts.
We are each other life.
We are each other life. So this is a podcast of two girlies. We're both 22 and we're both witches and we're both stoners.
And we have honestly helped each other get into our witchcraft journey.
Yes.
Like, because before I used to be like a Christian. Like,
yes, same.
There's a religious trauma there that we can go into one day. It doesn't necessarily have to be this episode, but there is religious trauma. And Evelyn has helped me overcome that a lot. Oh, actually.
That's so nice.
And like embrace my true self.
Spirituality.
Who I really am and what I really believe.
I grew up Christian, technically, but I was first... Oh, we can talk about when we were first introduced to witchcraft.
Okay.
So I was first introduced to witchcraft. Actually, I don't remember how old I was, but like I grew up watching Charmed because my uncle really loved that show. Like I love it. It's a witch show. And like, dude, I wanted to be a witch so bad just from that shit, right? And then I think probably Pinterest and Tumblr introduced me to witchcraft. Like that's where I first learned about Wicca. I think I first learned about Wicca, and then like it went deeper like into like paganism and all the other stuff. But like my first introduction was definitely Wicca, and I would like go on Pinterest and like save pins about like how to make a, what are they called, grimoire, and like different spells to do. But I don't remember ever actually doing any witchcraft. Like I didn't like do like how I do now, like spell jars or candles or whatever. Like I just would like really be into the vibe and like say, I was also a kid. I was probably like 9 or 10. Like reading about it and stuff. And a lot of like YouTubers, like I would watch witches on YouTube.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I was really into it. And then after that, I remember I started going back to church. And you learn in church that like all that's evil and it's all the devil and it's so
blasphemy, whatever.
Yeah, so I have a long history of Christianity and then not Christianity and then Christianity again. I was very heavily into Christianity, like my early teen years, like
me
early
too.
middle.
I literally went
middle
to church
school,
camp.
high school. No, me too.
Like
me too. I went to church camp.
I was in deep.
Yeah, and I was doing daily devotions and crying on my knees to Jesus to make me not gay because I wanted to marry a man so badly and be happy and have kids.
When I think about that now, like I am scared.
Terrified.
Like I really wanted that. Holy shit.
That's all I want. I would literally cry for that.
Like, and now I want
sobbing on my knees
to do with that
because all I wanted was to be normal. So yeah. So anyways, that was my first introduction to witchcraft and Wicca. And then I think I've always just been spiritual. Yeah. I never really like after like I left that's a whole story. After I left like this household that I was in, where they were very heavily Christian, faith-based, and like super strict, I kind of completely dropped the Christianity thing, because honestly it was all an act, because I was just trying to please people, you know.
Yes.
So after I left that situation, I was much happier, and then I delved more into like spirituality and like feeling connected to the earth and learning like what all of it means to me. And then I think like more recently, like last year or the year before that, is when I really started being more
Yeah, like
into
doing
it.
spell work and
Like
stuff
actually,
like that.
I actually like doing actual spell work is like more recent, like within the last 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you?
Yes. Okay, so, mm, I kind of always have been like very intuitive, like with nature and stuff, like outside and stuff. Like I never really like think of it like as witchcraft as a kid, but like, when you like make mud pies and make potions in the ground, like, you're connecting with the earth. And so I kind of feel like that is the most like pure form of my craft. Like how I was as a kid and like how I thought as a kid is like the most pure like me thing. So I'm trying to like get back to that, like how I was as a kid, and like without the world's biases on me, like how did I think before the world was, what's the word, like
Before like society
before
got
society
hold
like
of
got
you.
in my brain,
Yeah.
like what was I like? And I was always like very witchy and like I don't know, just like weird, And
I
then
agree. I was always like that too.
and then I love being weird, by the way. I'm not saying I'm literally still weird, so like don't think it's bad that I'm saying it's weird.
It's a great thing.
It's a lovely thing. Yeah, that was the kind of the purest form of my magic, I guess. Was me just in my element, in my own world, connecting with Earth, and I feel like that's what I strive for now.
Yeah.
Like in my craft is just connecting me with Earth. Or
With
God,
Mother
or
Earth.
like anything, like.
Okay, so let me tell you. Wait, I don't want to interrupt you. Actually, fuck off, Evelyn. Fuck off. Continue.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna continue, and then you can say it. Okay.
It's got so
So
excited.
then, I got introduced to a figure in my life who kind of fucked up, the whole thing for me. She kind of brought in a
How old were you?
I was.
Age
I was
range.
7 when they got married, I think. I was 7 when they met, I think. So I was 7 years old, and this person came into my life with a very toxic relationship to Christianity and a toxic way of telling other people about it and spreading their religion. So from that point on, I kind of got a skewed view on the world and God in general, honestly. Like, she wouldn't let me watch gay YouTubers. Like when the era of like YouTubers coming out was a thing, like I was not allowed to watch gay YouTubers. I was not allowed to watch like witchy things like that. I was not allowed to watch any of that. I'd
You
never watched Charmed. No.
Never? Like actually ever?
No, not ever as a kid.
Bitch. Wait, have you ever watched it?
Yeah, I've watched it like as a
Okay, I
as a
was gonna
teenager,
say it, girl.
but not ever as a kid.
That
Yeah.
show's my favorite. Still.
I do really like that show, but I was not allowed to watch it as a kid. Yeah, just very toxic stuff like that. Honestly, what was I literally just saying?
Like
I was
you
just
were never allowed to watch gay YouTubers.
no, like to you about. Let me think. Because I was just telling my mom too. Oh yeah, like I never thought, like in my head as a kid, like there was never like ill will towards any person, like any gay person or like person of color or like anyone different in my head was not a thing.
Yeah.
And then it was after that point,
After
because
that person.
yeah, because they just like skewed my whole world. Like they made me feel evil for thinking certain ways, and I guess kind of when I broke free from that was when I started to think my own way. kind of.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Fuck, what was I just thinking? Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I never thought like being gay was bad. She kind of instilled that toxic mindset in me,
Mm-hmm.
and now I'm doing the work to undo that all.
Undo all of that.
Because it's not true. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gay and it's okay. It's okay to like who you like.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, I love people. I don't love a gender.
Mm-hmm.
I love women. But I love people. Like, I love personalities.
Exactly.
Like, that's what I'm
always.
attracted
That's
to.
always been, yeah, exactly the same.
And especially if you're cute and you have a good personality.
Yes.
Both are plus. But also, like, I don't really care.
Mm-hmm.
If you're not conventionally attractive to other people, you're still beautiful to me, no matter what.
No, I know you don't care. No, I'm kidding.
Stop.
Just kidding.
Talk about my bestie like that. Can you give me that?
What?
Pillow.
Oh. I was like, oh, it's right there. Yes. Okay, so wait, what were we talking about? We're talking about religion, toxic Christianity. Yeah, I grew up Christian too, but like, it's so loud. I grew up Christian too, but honestly not very strict Christian.
Mm-hmm.
My mom has always been like Christian, but like,
Yeah, my mom has too, but she never
my mom is
instilled those
very,
values
very,
in me.
yeah, she's very, like, she wants me to be Christian, but she's very
exactly.
heavy on the, like, she's not going to, she doesn't judge.
Yeah,
for
she loves
what-
me
yeah,
however
she
I am.
doesn't judge, like, what path I decide to take,
Yeah.
like, in anything. Like, she's just not that type of person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's never instilled any hate. I mean, she has her own issues, but
Yeah,
she's never instilled, like, for me to hate people,
anybody, literally
like,
any
for anything,
person.
really.
Yeah. If anything, it's been the opposite. Like,
Yeah.
you just mind your own business.
Exactly. Yeah. So like I grew up being that way, but then like I feel like my teenage years, and honestly it's like when you're very impressionable,
Mhm.
especially like with religion and stuff, like you're growing into a woman and you're like experiencing all these changes, and then like you want to believe something, or you want to have something there that you can look up to, or
Yeah,
to
exactly.
pray to, fall on when like
Mhm.
when you're going through it. And it's like, yeah, so I feel like that's when I was more impacted as a teenager,
Yes.
because I started living with other people that were like very heavy on the, like, if you're here, like you're a Christian,
Yes,
and
exactly.
you have to believe it exactly how I believe it, and
Mhm.
like this
That's
is
how my
how it
household
is, and
was,
there's
too.
no other way, and
Yeah.
there's no exception. So, and also those people were hella haters.
Yeah.
Hella haters. Hella, like, way opposite from my mom. Like, they really wanted me to hate everybody.
Yeah, like,
that, like,
and they try to act all love too, and it's
yeah,
crazy.
and it's crazy.
Like, when
It's
you
crazy.
really,
It's crazy
like,
when you hear the
see
judgment come from
beliefs.
their mouth, and then they can turn around and talk to that person a different way. It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
Oh,
Crazy.
yeah.
And I'll tell you, those are the type of people you don't trust,
No.
because if they can do that to anybody else, they can do it to you.
That part. And that goes for everybody. I literally
Everybody.
don't care.
I don't care.
Sorry.
Either. Yeah, don't talk trash about people for no reason. Like, obviously there's circumstances, like we're talking about Donald Trump. Okay, yes.
Okay, yeah.
But like talking about a person
Who did nothing
and
to
it's
you?
the fact of like you turning around and acting
and pretending
a different way.
to be the friends with that person.
Like, if you're gonna be a hateful person, be a hateful person to their
Yes,
face.
exactly. Don't switch up.
Yeah.
Don't pretend to be
switch up,
friends.
because no, that's not how it works.
Yes.
If you're gonna be a bitch to their face.
Exactly.
That's
Because
and if you can do that,
Yeah,
okay, like that's how
no.
you are. Cool. That's the type of person you are. But if you do the other thing, it's like, nah, I don't fuck with you,
because no.
no.
You're still fucking with them.
Because
like,
then that person
everything
comes
you
to
said
you
is-
and cries to you. Yeah, yep.
Because everything you're saying is invalidating itself the second that you allow that person back into your life.
Yes, exactly.
Like, really, did you really ever give a fuck about the things that they were doing, or did you just care to talk about it? Really?
But yeah, anyway, so that was like my teenage life. And so I feel like, I don't know, it was very difficult.
Yes.
Like, I always have had these core beliefs, core values that like I've always held on to, but in certain situations I had to kind of pretend, at least, or like ignore and just be like, okay, like just to survive.
Yes, exactly.
Because otherwise, like, I just would rather not be
yeah,
the thing that they're trying to fix.
exactly. And that's why, if you know me, you know, for years I was like, I'm straight.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like girls.
Exactly.
I swear,
Literally
guys,
same.
please leave me alone. But
And yeah, literally same. And it's like, you just gotta do it to survive.
you just
man.
gotta do. Yeah, exactly.
Like, I just didn't want them to think that I needed their help.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't, like, I didn't want to be brainwashed. And
You
so
just
if I
wanted to be in
had
your
to
own lane.
pretend,
Mhm.
then I'm a great pretender. I've grown up doing
Gemini.
that shit, okay? I have had trauma where I had to pretend. And so this was just like pulling that right out my back pocket.
Literally.
So now as an adult, I'm healing from all of that.
Exactly.
And so yeah, so I feel like once I left that specific
Mhm.
place, like
Me
I felt like
too.
I was very released. I was released from it all, and I was free to grow into whatever I needed to grow into, like whatever was for me. And like what do I actually believe? What do I actually
Yeah.
what works for
What
me
does
actually?
Evelyn
Like,
want?
yes,
in
what
her
do I
life?
actually want? Exactly.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think I've always just been very connected with the earth, very connected with like the
Mhm.
elements,
Yes.
and like just like it works. Like, I don't know how else to describe it. And like, honestly, Christianity, like being a Christian, like you do the same practices. It's
Mhm.
just a specific different God. Like,
Yeah.
it's a different, there's more to it, but you do the same practices. Like, you're praying,
Yes.
you're
doing
what is-
devotional acts.
you're doing devotions,
You know.
you're manifesting technically because you're praying.
Yeah.
And like, it's just, and like, it's all the same. Like, I feel like and that's why I feel like I've taken to it so easily, is because I'm so used to doing it. But now it just feels right. Like,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel like I was excited earlier because
Oh yeah.
I was gonna tell you, I remember being at church. We used to go to the Rock Church.
Oh.
Shout out the Rock, I guess. We used to go to the Rock Church, and I remember one time I was with Jasmine, and this was like, I was already like, no, I'm not a Christian. This was like when we lived in Riverside still.
Okay.
And am I like doxing myself? No. And so I remember telling her, like, I just don't know. I don't feel comfortable like with a God, like calling God, like he's my father. Like, that has always been uncomfortable for
Yes,
me.
I agree.
Just because like of my own trauma with my dad.
Yeah.
Like, I have never felt comfortable with calling God my father and like feeling that way. And definitely it's like a trauma thing.
Yeah.
Because like now honestly, and most of the gods that I even talk to are women.
Yeah.
Because that's just what I feel more comfortable with. Mothers, not fathers.
Yes, I agree.
Yet we're working on it.
Mhm.
But yeah, so I remember telling her, like, I just really don't feel comfortable. I see God as more of like, why wouldn't it make sense for God to be a woman? Like, she created
Yes.
all of
Literally.
this, like Mother Earth, like,
Make it
and
make
I'm just
sense.
like, women, I believe more fully that a woman created everything, because that's what we do.
Or at least like feminine energy.
That's what we do. We create.
Mm-hmm.
That's like literally we birth
life. We birth life.
Like,
Like,
so I remember telling her that and being like, that's why I don't believe in all of it. I don't believe in the Bible, and like, I don't, because it's too far gone, like,
yes.
with humanness.
Yeah, and I feel like people
feel like
take the Bible and they use it so literally. When it's
Yes.
like, that's not how, like, it's
I
stories
have to
and you
send you
have to use
this
it.
podcast video that I watched about that. I have to send you
Yeah.
that. But anyways.
Because it's like not meant to be taken like for word scripture.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you're supposed to read these stories and like listen to the context clues and like what's really happening in the stories, not just like what you
And that's
fit your
what
agenda to.
I don't understand, because like when we read like Greek mythology and stuff like that, we read these stories and we read them as metaphors.
Yeah.
So why, and just because like people are like, well, the Bible is real, and it's
Yeah.
like what makes it what makes it more real than that?
Yeah.
Like, why aren't they the same?
I feel
They
like
are
some
the same.
Christians just feel like if they're denying their faith, if they're saying that other faiths exist, they're denying their own faith. But
Yeah.
that's not true.
Yeah.
Like, everybody has
That
a
makes
different
sense, though,
fundamental belief.
That's the mindset. And that's the mindset that they have,
Yeah.
is that there is no other God. That
Yeah.
is the only God. So even just saying or admitting that it's the same
Mhm.
is validating those
Yeah.
other gods, and that's wrong.
Yes.
But
that's not the mindset
in reality,
that you should have.
it's like, okay, God has done all of these things,
Mhm.
like, that are, it's like magical, like fucking crazy things, like walked on water and
Mhm.
created wine out of whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Like, okay, literal stories about gods and goddesses are similar,
Literally.
so similar,
So
or like,
similar.
and like, even if they are like outrageous, like, it's a god, like, it's not
Yes.
real. Like, it's
Yes.
real, but it's not real. It's
Like, they're not a
spiritual.
human. They're
It's not humanly, you know?
spirit. Yeah.
So I just don't see why people don't have. I don't know if that made any sense.
Yeah.
We're also high.
Yeah.
Hi,
It's a Spellbound
stoners.
stoners.
Hi, stoners. So I don't know if that all made sense. But yes, that's what
It
I
did.
think. I'm
It
like,
did make sense.
to me, that's how I see it. That's how I view it. And so what you believe is what you want.
Yeah.
Like, believe what you want to believe, and it is real.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that's the truest thing ever, because you manifest so much in your life just by believing that something
Mhm.
is real.
Mhm.
And they believe that is real, and that's why I do believe, like,
Yes.
those blessings that they're getting, or they're like,
Mhm.
I prayed for this. Like, yes, you did. You
Mhm.
manifested that into
Yeah.
your life because you were so devoted to praying for
Yeah.
it, manifesting it. Like, it works, and it
Yeah.
works for me too, but I'm just not in the same religion as
Yeah,
you.
exactly. And then they're use that to try and be like, see, what I believe is real. Like, what I believe is
I
right.
believe is real and right
Exactly.
too. So why can't
But
we
they-
just exist?
But they don't like do that.
It's so crazy.
They don't do that. There's like no
Wow.
coexisting. I don't understand why we
I
can't.
don't understand.
Why can't we coexist?
I don't know. It's annoying.
It is annoying.
But yeah, so anyways, I don't know how this got into a whole other conversation, but that's how we were introduced into
Yes.
witchcraft. And here we are now.
Mhm.
I feel like finding other, like,
Witches.
content from
Yes.
witches that, like, really practice witchcraft and is not just, like, like a look,
Mhm,
I feel like
aesthetic.
that has very much inspired me into
Mhm.
being more into
Yes.
everything that I'm into.
Because I never like watched that stuff ever before. Like,
I'm
I
not
thought it
really,
was
like,
evil.
I used to watch
But it's
Harmony
not.
Nice. Did you ever watch her videos?
No.
Oh,
Never
I
watched
loved her. She doesn't post anymore. I don't know what happened to her, but that was like when I was also on Tumblr and stuff.
Oh, okay. So, wait, I can kind of tell you where my spiritual journey began. Okay, in high school, I used to love watching pick a card readings, which is so funny. But I used to love watching pick a cards.
That's funny.
And like looking
because
at.
I was never into tarot until, like, we started, like, talking about witchcraft together.
Yeah.
I feel like you introduced me to tarot because I wasn't really, like, into that.
Yeah.
I thought that was always, like, something else,
Yeah.
and I didn't realize how connected it is to, like,
Witchcraft.
witchcraft.
Yeah.
And, like,
But I used to like love watching stuff like that,
that's
and like
cool.
kind of like in a way when you do card readings, like I personally am of the belief that like you are also manifesting and like figuring out your own life through the cards. Like if you're pulling cards and in your brain like thinking about how it relates to your life, then that's what it's doing for you, that it's serving its purpose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I
And
used
that's
to
also,
love that.
you have to trust that intuition
Mhm.
though, because like when you're pulling the card and you're like trying to relate it to you, whatever the first, like the thing
Mhm.
that pops into your brain that you're thinking it, like
Yeah.
that's most likely what
Yes,
it is,
exactly.
because that's literally the whole point.
Yeah.
But like you have to believe that. Like
Yeah, you can't doubt yourself. You can't be like, okay, maybe this card wasn't it actually.
Yeah, because then that kind of defeats
Yeah.
the purpose. But it's
Yes.
hard. It is hard.
It is hard. But yeah, I used to love doing that, and then I would like not manifest. Well, I guess it is kind of manifesting, right? But I would just like write I am statements.
Or
Like, I-
affirmations.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was after high school actually. I was like I think I had just graduated,
Mhm.
but I would like write I am strong. I am just like this, just like the, smallest stuff to try and build up that, confidence.
Yeah.
Because I had none
Yeah.
in myself. But now I do, kind of,
No,
low
you
key,
do.
like
And
a lot,
honestly,
like
our
way more than
witchcraft-
before.
Our craft has really helped heal us in a lot of ways,
Yeah.
and helped us become better
I was gonna say
people.
this earlier, but like I feel like when I was a kid, like looking at religion, I was just searching for comfort, like something to. And I feel like a lot of people do this, like something is out there looking out for me, guiding me, watching me.
Yeah.
And that's what I was like looking for. And I feel like now I have that relationship, like with my what are they called? Deities. Yeah, like
What are they called?
I can
You're so
rely
funny.
on them to
Yeah,
guide
I
me.
agree. And
and be a
also,
light.
like, for me, a big one, like, I don't really work, like, I'm still new to, like, working with a deity. So, like, honestly, I'm still, like, in the beginning stages of it,
Yeah.
and, like, learning how to
Be a devotee.
Yeah. So, like, for me, it's just so comforting. Like, I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to explain it, but it's not at the same time because it makes sense. Because, like, like, when I say I'm not a Christian, I'm not a Christian. I do believe in, like, God or the universe.
Yes, but in a different way from Christians.
Spirit. Yeah. In a different way from Christians. Like, I'm not, like, it's completely different. It's like, the universe is God.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, I
And
completely get you.
Like, everything. Like, I just don't know how to explain that.
Okay, wait.
But,
I'm
like,
gonna
that's what I
read
believe.
I'm gonna read an excerpt from a poem because
From
I
your
feel
poem?
like no, from a Carissa Love poem because I feel like this really encapsulates what we're talking about.
I'm like, how do I put this into words? You're like, I have the words.
I have the words.
Carissa Love has the words.
I only subscribe to one idea and one idea alone.
Oh, yes.
That everything is beautiful and that
Aw.
in itself is God. And because you are beautiful, you too are God. So what other choice do I have in my ascension to worship only me and my divinity?
Yes.
Period.
Wait,
like that's
she
it.
said it so beautifully.
Like that's it. That's exactly how I feel.
Exactly. Agreed.
So yeah.
So, like, for me, the comfort is knowing that the universe has me. Like, God has me.
Yes.
Like, I'm not so scared. It doesn't feel so lonely because
It used to feel so big and vast.
There's energy just all around you, and it's like there are, like, I believe that we have, like, what's it called?
Energies?
Guides and like guardian angels. Like, I truly believe in that, and so, like, it's just more comforting to live that way, because, like, we are more than just our human body selves. Like, we are so much more than that, and like
this is just how we present our souls. Like, our souls is who we are. Like, on the inside, what we say and do and think.
Like, going through life, like, for the first time is scary. So it's really great to have those comforts.
Exactly. And I feel like that's, like, people in religion just want that.
Finding other people who feel the same way, who are going through the same things. It's so beautiful and magical, and, like, it's incredible. So, like, of course... Like, I understand religions.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
I get it. And so, like, that's why I don't judge. Like, I don't judge Christians.
No, never.
Obviously, there's some people who claim that they're
path.
Christian, and, like, they're on a whole other level. And, like, those people, like, sure, like, I'm like, damn, that's crazy.
Okay, yeah, you're
but
right.
Also, like, I'm just judging you for being a bad person, not for your religion.
Views or anything.
So, but yeah, like, I don't understand it.
I don't understand either.
But you learn that, like, in church, you learn that, like, there should be no other God, and blah, 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 blah. And, like, people who believe other stuff, like, I've learned that. Like, I've heard that from a lot of very religious people, that, like other people are just wrong.
Yeah.
Like, there's no other religion.
But now I don't
and that's
feel like
so
that's
disrespectful.
True. Like, it's not true.
That's so disrespectful to all of the ancient, like, cultures and religions that have existed, like, longer than Christianity.
Literally all over the world.
All over the world. Like, that's so disrespectful to all of those people.
Everybody.
And
like,
that's why I could never subscribe to that.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, I couldn't. I mean, like, there are some Christians out there who are really sweet and nice and, like, who use faith in good ways. But also there are very corrupt people. But that also exists everywhere, I guess.
That does
in every
exist
religion.
everywhere.
So
yeah, that's just a crappy person.
Yeah.
Which is why I said, like, I don't judge you just for your religion.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's like, if you're a shit person, you're a shit person.
Yeah,
that's just how you, like, that's just
person.
who you are.
Period.
Yeah. But yeah, this episode was kind of like wacky, crazy.
Yeah, it was kind of good. It was kind of good though.
Kind of good though. I like the conversation.
I like talking about
what else
stuff.
is about us. Well, we talked about how we learned about how we were introduced to our witchcraft.
Yes.
We can talk about how we were introduced to our stoner.
Oh my god.
Our stoner.
Guys.
Okay. Wait. Okay. Tell your first story being high.
Have we ever told that?
I think we have.
Okay, but we're gonna read.
We're gonna read it.
Okay.
Who cares?
Oh wait. Okay, so I think I told the story last time about how all my friends came over to my house. Mm-hmm. Remember?
Oh,
I'm gonna tell a different story. I feel like this was actually my first time smoking weed, but I didn't ever really. I don't think I ever smoked weed. Okay, and I'll tell you why. All right. So when I was little, I had a friend. And
how little?
Okay, I wasn't that little. I was like 15.
Okay.
But I had a friend, and her dad grew weed.
Oh.
So, you know,
grew.
she took a little bit of his weed.
Oh shit.
And we didn't have anything to smoke it out of.
Oh my god.
So actually this kind of relates back to what we were talking about before. Mm-hmm. We took out the first page of the Bible.
Oh my god, wait, I think you've told me this.
Or I think it might have been the last page. It was one of those pages, but
it was from the Bible.
We took out a page from the Bible and we rolled up our weed in it and we took it out in her backyard and we smoked. No filter, straight up mouth on weed on dirty Bible paper.
On dirty Bible paper. I just say dirty because I don't know.
Yeah, no, literally though. So yeah, that was like my first time.
Crazy.
No, and nobody caught me.
You didn't get high?
I don't remember.
So you probably did then.
I remember being super fucking paranoid though that like we were gonna get caught. So I probably did get high.
Super fucking paranoid.
I was like, nobody's gonna come out here, right?
Me smoking on your doorstep. Do you remember that?
No, yes,
I was so paranoid. I was like, what if somebody sees us? And you're like, Evelyn.
For adults.
For adults. I was just so nervous.
Yeah.
Listen, I didn't smoke weed at all in high school.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't smoke weed at all in high school. Because or drank. Like I was not the type to do anything like that. Because I was a good Christian girl. No. But because I was just, I was scared. I was scared of addiction and scared of being like my parents. No. Well, like my father. And like also like the people like in school that were just like not doing good. Like I was always scared to become that because I've always been like a good student, like a goody two shoes, whatever. So yeah, I never smoked in school, but so the first time I ever like actually smoked weed was like probably with the first time we smoked with Lee. So, and I don't remember how old we were. Probably like 16.
Yeah, probably.
That was in high school, dummy. Maybe 17, right. 16, 17.
Yeah, probably 16, 17. But that was after my Christian era had ended. Personally, for me, it ended too. Like junior year.
Well, I think mine started when I was like, when I moved up there, I was like 17. Okay. So this had to be before or like right before.
Oh, okay.
But also I was just comfortable trying it because I was with you guys. But the first time I like ever ingested marijuana was actually through an edible. And so, okay, I think I told this story already, but whatever. So I was in high school. I think I was a freshman or sophomore. Probably freshman. No, sophomore. And I was going to my school. It was after school, but I was going back to my school for a choir performance. And I had to walk because my mom worked and we lived really close to school, but they had this is like a whole story. So they had the back gates locked, and so we couldn't get in. And I went with my uncles, and we didn't want to walk all the way around the school to the front. So they were like, well, what if we just give you a boost and you jump over the fence? And I was like, so terrified, but I was like, okay, I don't want to be late. Let's go.
Yeah.
So they gave me a boost. I got up over the fence, and then bitch forgot. Like, maybe you should try to climb down a little first before just hopping down to the cement ground on,
Oh my
Nope,
god.
I just let myself jump down, landed
Ugh.
on my leg, like on my leg.
Oh my god.
Hurt so bad. I had a sprained ankle, but I didn't even ever go to the doctor.
Mhm.
So also the choir performance was a parade, so we had to walk around the entire school 4 times.
Oh my god.
So I did that on a fresh sprained ankle, and I mean, I survived. And then I walked to school every day. So I would walk to school. And the only time that anybody ever said anything was my PE teacher, because I was walking the track, because, like, if you didn't want to do anything, you could just walk the track.
Yeah.
So I was walking the track, but I was limping, obviously. And the teacher was like, Evelyn, she was like, sit down. And I was like, what? She was like, how are you gonna walk this entire track with a sprained ankle? She's like, your ankle is I forget what she said, but my ankle was like swollen, like really bad. And she like got me an ice pack, and then she was like, hey, did your mom know that you have a sprained ankle? I was like, yeah. I was like, I haven't gone to the hospital or to the doctor.
Yeah.
I never did. Eventually it just kind of went away, but I was in a lot of pain. So I remember one time, what was the rest of the story?
Took an edible.
Oh yeah, one time I got an edible from school because, kids are sketchy, and people would just be selling whatever.
Those damn kids.
Okay, it wasn't my fault, okay? I was in pain. I didn't buy it though. It was like from a friend, and they just had bought their own. And I remember being like, oh my god, like it hurts so bad. And they were like, oh my god, you should try this. And I was like, okay. So I waited till I got back home from school. It was over a weekend, thank God, because I ate probably 2 bites of this edible. It was like a baked edible. I think it was a brownie. And I was so fucking high from those 2 bites. I think I was in bed for a full day.
Oh
and this was my first time ever, like, doing
high.
anything, like getting high at all. And so, like, I was just like so high. I remember I was watching YouTube videos and like tripping myself out. And like I just remember sleeping for so long. And like I also remember standing up while I was high and like being able to walk, and I wasn't in any pain. But my ankle like was still like obviously bad.
Wow.
So like I was like, oh my god, I love it here. Because I was like, I'm not in pain. I don't know. And then after that edible, I feel like my pain subsided a lot, and my ankle eventually just healed itself. But that was my first time ever. I remember like I just felt very, very slow. Like time felt very slow.
Yeah.
And I was like in heaven.
I have to take like a month-long tea break, honestly. Because, like, what the fuck? I don't remember how I felt the first time I got high. Well, I do, but, like, I need that
You
back.
were anxious.
No, the first time I got really high, like, as a grown-up adult.
So when was your first time, like, smoking?
Okay,
like,
so...
as an adult-ish. Like, your first time and, like, enjoying it, like, it was fun. Like, you want to do this still.
Okay. So, I had a boyfriend. And he introduced me to the plant. But at first, he was, like, not wanting me to smoke it. He was like, no. Don't smoke, please don't. But I was like, I want to try. So I think 420, actually, I tried it. And then
you were already like 18.
It was really nice. Yeah. I was already graduated high school and everything. I was like 19, 20. And it was really nice. Like, I was so, like, relaxed. My brain felt normal, literally, like, because I am such an anxious person, especially at that point in time. Like, I was so anxious, and when I smoked weed, like, I could slow down my brain.
Your brain, like your thoughts quieted.
Yes. And I could actually
you weren't
get
hearing
shit
the
done.
Constant buzzing.
And when you smoke a little bit of weed, you can do anything. That's what I
Except
learned.
drive machinery.
Except drive machinery.
Operate machinery.
Yeah, true.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
The weed was good.
The weed was good.
I remember like the first time I
That's
smoked
funny.
and I was laying down and my body felt so wavy.
Oh my god, yes.
Like I
When,
need
like,
that
you
feeling
lay down
back.
and like you feel like you're on the ocean, bro.
Yes. I don't get
It's
that unless I get
crazy.
really high now.
The only
And
time,
I'm really paying attention.
other time that I've had that was when I got crossfaded, but it was not fun. It was like
Wow,
a
really?
nauseating waviness.
I love getting wavy. And like
Well,
especially in
maybe
when you're
these
laying
edibles
in,
will make you feel wavy. Sometimes edibles get me so high
yeah.
that I'm like, I've never been this high in my life.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I smoke pretty heavily, like not heavy, but
Yeah.
I smoke at least once a day.
Yeah.
And I feel like I just don't I get high, but
Yeah.
it's not. I do take breaks though. I do take like week breaks.
Yeah.
Like that's not a long break, but I take breaks because I don't want to be so dependent to where
Yeah.
like every day I come home from work and like I have to smoke a ball.
Yeah.
Like no, girl. I want to do it to like chill out.
Yes.
So usually I'll do it after work, like if I'm like trying to vibe in my room.
Mhm.
But like I try not to overdo it.
Yeah.
But yeah, the first time I smoked and like really enjoyed it was with you guys. I think it was just fun. Like we had so much fun. It was.
I think I was also
a lot of
drunk that
laughter.
night, so I think it was more alcohol than weed.
Really.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I don't really remember being high.
My like favorite though is smoking. I think like okay, so when we were first smoking, we were probably mostly smoking like those pens, huh?
Mhm.
I don't know. Like I feel like there has been periods since I started smoking where like I was just smoking just to smoke
Yeah.
and like I was just high all the time.
Yeah.
And like I feel like I've changed from that. Like
Mhm.
I'm not at that point anymore. Like
my relationship to
I
weed has
enjoy my
evolved.
life even when I'm not high.
Yes.
So I don't know. But I think my most enjoyable highs have been like I smoke by myself because like I'm just
Mhm.
so like relaxed
Chill.
and chill in my body and I
Mhm.
feel like
Yeah, there's
just relaxed. I don't know.
literally nothing better. And my boyfriend, he would like get me all kinds of desserts and
Oh my
like
god.
and like make me feel
See,
comfortable.
that's what I need. I need
Like-
somebody. Oh my god. I
He
need
would
a
like
stoner
he would like
girlfriend.
wrap me in blankets and like
Oh,
make
that's
me
so
like
lit.
make me like a little cocoon.
You
So
know,
that way I was just
okay.
like in a high ball and eating hot Cheetos and like
In a
fucking
high
living my
ball.
best life.
In a highball, so cute.
Literally though, like
Oh, I do
And he
that
would just be like,
but
"Are
I
you
do that for
okay?"
myself though. Like
Yeah.
I'll usually set myself
Exactly.
up a little something. Like
you
I'll
hot
make it cozy.
sober you has to set up the setting for hot
high,
for our
yeah.
yeah.
And that's what makes it enjoyable.
Mhm.
Because if you don't, and like it just kind of feels like a chore.
Yeah.
Kind of just feels like ugh. Like if you smoke and then like you're just not comfortable, it's not the
Yeah.
vibe. It doesn't just make you comfortable. Like it's great to have an already comfy environment. Like you
Mhm.
set up your bed all nice and cozy,
Yes.
and you have like your little journal or coloring book
Mhm.
or whatever the fuck, or you have a TV show on and you have your blanket. Like it's so comfortable.
Yeah.
I love it.
I
I
love
love getting high.
it. Yeah. Weed is fun, guys.
We just
Seriously.
fun. It's so fun.
And if you don't like weed, I'm
Oops.
sorry. Maybe try again.
No, and I believe like for some people it
Yes.
really all of our brain chemistry is
It's
different. Like it
different.
really does
Mhm.
affect us all differently. So like I would never like
Force anyone.
No,
No,
like, I
I'm not a
get
peer
it.
pressure, guys.
I get it. Like my sister, she can't really smoke a lot. She does smoke sometimes, but
Jasmine?
she can't like smoke regularly because it just gives her. Sometimes it gives her more anxiety than
Mhm.
takes it. For me, I just feel like it mellows me out. But I've definitely experienced times where like it's just made me feel worse, and
Oh, yeah.
like you know.
Yes.
So like it really depends.
Espe-
Like if
yeah, it
you're not in
depends
the
on
right
vibe.
headspace too for
Mhm.
it,
Yes.
then maybe it's not the best idea. So
I
like I
agree.
get it. But honestly, I think since smoking weed regularly,
Yeah.
I'm just such a more calm and happier person.
Literally.
Like I feel more at peace with myself and
Like,
yeah.
I'm not even dead ass joking when
and
I
with
say
others too.
when I say that weed fucking taught me how to relax my shoulders. Like, I don't think I ever relaxed my shoulders before I smoked weed. Like, I was just in a constant state of
hunched. Yeah. Yeah. I think that weed has just made me see, like, the happiness and things.
Yeah.
Like, the silliness and things.
exactly.
And I'm able to laugh.
There's
more.
silliness and
Like, life is just silly.
Life is not so serious. Life is serious, but it's not so serious.
Yeah.
Like, there are times
Like,
where I can have pockets of joy.
Yes. And enjoy.
I don't always have to be stagnant and stoic and serious.
Because honestly, I'm the type, like, I get super anxious, super in my head. And so I feel like without weed, like, I'm very, like, I can get very, like, stuck in a headspace of, like, constantly thinking about everything that I'm stressing out about and, like, worried about. I'm a very big worrier. And so, like, when I smoke, I feel like I get elevated from that and I'm, like, able to forget about those things for a little while. And I feel like that helps me when I'm back to be like, okay,
I can do these tasks.
It's not that big of a deal. Like, actually, like, let's take a step back and, like, think about this.
I completely agree, bro.
So I feel like that's where it's helped me a lot.
Yes.
Like, it's just helped me relax because I'm just not a relaxed person.
Yeah, no, same.
At all, normally. So.
But with weed, I am. It helps a lot.
It really does. It just feels nice.
And it, like, now becoming.
And it doesn't have the same side effects as drinking.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I feel like if I never smoked weed, I would probably be a heavy drinker by now.
Honestly.
Because I can't lie. Medicating yourself and kind of numbing yourself feels good.
Yeah.
And, like, if I
and
only
we
had
all
alcohol
have different
for
vices.
that, if we only had alcohol for that, like, I would be using alcohol for that. But I feel like with weed, it's just such a different experience. Yeah. It's so much more positive for me, at least. Yes. And, like, I'm just so glad. Yeah. I'm so glad.
Honestly,
that I haven't turned to any other hard drugs or, like, any, like, I'm not, like, a alcoholic and shit. Cause, like, I don't know, like, for me, this is, like, the safest and healthiest option for any type of mind altering
I agree
medication in general. And it's like we do all have our own vices. Yes. Like, I could be smoking 10 packs of cigarettes, meth literally meth. I could be drinking myself to death,
literally,
but no, I'm just smoking a little joint every other day. Like, I'm just, like, puffing a little bowl. Like, come on.
It's
like,
just a little plant.
Before when I wake up, before I go take a shower, like, I'm like, oh, I want to feel nice.
That's
in that
what
shower.
say. I'm just kidding.
See, and sometimes I feel like a crackhead. Like, I feel but
we're really not.
But I'm not.
Because
honestly,
crackheads exist.
And I don't fiend for it. Yes. I swear I don't. Sometimes I crave it and I'm like, that would be nice.
Sometimes,
but I'm not. It's not the end of the world if I don't get it.
I'm like, I'll get it eventually.
And I train myself.
I'll get it eventually. I know I'll get it. I'll have her. But if I need this moment here to be this moment, then this moment is here.
And I feel like weed helps me be more present.
Yes, I agree.
It really does, because sometimes it makes time stand.
Slow down.
And when time stands, I'm able to be like, whoa, I can appreciate everything, notice everything. So yeah, that's my relationship with weed right now.
Yes.
And, you know, I don't envision me smoking for forever, as I know that smoking isn't good for you, but, like, consuming cannabis in general, I really don't think it's a bad thing.
Me either. And I want to be an older stoner lady. So maybe I'll take a break, you know.
Take a tea break.
In my 30s.
Well, I mean, if you have children, you'll have to take a break. What, you don't want children?
No.
Me either. So, yeah. So, anyways, also, Evelyn is looking for a girl who is a stoner and does not want kids.
Applications?
No, not applications. Wait. Manifestations.
If you already have
Can we manifest our dream girls?
Fine. Okay, yeah.
On the pod?
My dream
ready?
Girl.
Go.
Okay, hey, sexy.
Dream partner.
Okay, hey, sexy.
It doesn't have to be a girl. It's okay if you're straight.
Okay, dream
I'm just kidding.
Okay, dream partner. Hey, sexy. Yeah, so you're really slay.
Hey,
And
sexy.
honestly,
I like that.
you're just nice to me.
That's such low standard. They better be nice to you.
And you bring me gifts.
I
No,
think
I don't really care about that. I just want I literally, that's what I want. I just want someone to be nice to me and love me.
yeah, that's real.
I don't
so,
want to
easy.
break any grand things. Maybe take me places.
Take me places.
My future partner has a car. So if you are cute and you have a car, DM me.
If you are cute and have a car, DM me. That's the only standards
and nice.
I have. Okay.
Cute, nice,
cute
have car.
Nice, and have car. Wait, cute, nice, have car.
Tolerates podcast.
Tolerates podcast. Tolerates yapping.
Tolerates yapping.
I agree.
Okay, your turn.
I think.
Takes pictures of me. Take candid pictures.
Oh, don't do that. That I feel like we have opposites.
You want them to be mean to you?
Yeah, no. I do want somebody to be nice to me, but I feel like that's a given. Like if you're gonna date somebody, you have to be nice to them. I feel like my standard are just like I just want someone who is interested in what I'm interested in. Like I don't want to date somebody that like we're so completely opposite that I'm like it's hard to I want to like fangirl over the same shit, you know?
Me too.
And like I feel
if
like
you
that's
don't give
not
a shit
uncommon.
about the things that I like then we can't vibe.
Yeah. But like you don't have to be obsessed, but like just understand.
But if I'm trying to talk about Taylor Swift and you're
like,
just
okay,
like not giving me
I would say
anything,
I would deem myself not a Swiftie. I'm not a Swiftie.
Yeah, but you still
but I do understand and I love Taylor Swift.
You listen to me talk about it.
Yes, and I will always.
That's all that matters.
And I'll do
like,
that
as
for
long
you.
as you're just not like, oh, seriously, I don't even like Taylor Swift. Again.
Yeah.
Like that's all that matters.
I don't know. I just want somebody who has similar interest and who's definitely a smoker because honestly, I don't think that I could date somebody who, unless they don't mind
Unless you
smoking.
don't mind, yeah.
But like, I feel like that's rare.
Yeah.
Which I understand. No judgment there. You don't like smoking. Like, I don't like cigarettes. So like, I understand. And also, I don't know, just somebody who will, appreciate gifts and
Evelyn said you don't have to provide the gifts. I will provide the gifts.
I will provide all the gifts. I love gifts.
Appreciative.
Just
and
be
that's
gift
enough.
appreciative. Actually, yeah, just say thank you when I give you stuff sometimes. And
cry.
That'll make me happy.
Maybe give her a little
If I
cry.
get you stuff, just be like, "Oh my god, I love it!" And then like that's all that that's all that it takes, really.
Yeah,
I'll be
so
happy
simple.
with that. It's so simple. Like just
Literally, it's so
appreciate
simple.
me.
Don't cheat on me.
That's what I want.
That's
just
what I
appreciate me. Oh fuck, that's real. Yeah, don't
that's
cheat
real,
on us.
especially in this day and age.
That's fucked. If you cheat on one of us, that you're fucked in the head.
All you motherfuckers are
all
fucked
of
in
them.
the head.
Yeah, don't cheat and be nice.
And don't cheat
and you don't have to have a car. I have a car, but I want to get a nicer car. I think that's one of my standards for myself is I want to have a nicer car if I have a girlfriend.
Exactly.
My car kind of sucks.
Imagine picking a girl up in that.
Yeah, no, I can't imagine that. That's why it hasn't happened.
Like it's only me. He can only pick up me.
This bucket, no, it takes me to and from. New car soon.
This bucket. No, we love her.
Yeah. I don't mind driving. I don't mind picking up. I don't mind buying flowers and gifts.
Oh, yes.
I don't know what I want. I just want somebody who will like all those things.
Yeah, no, literally.
And who won't be like weird about it.
Yeah. And someone who's not judgmental.
Oh,
because
yeah, I don't
if
like
you are
judgmental
judgmental at all, like even if you're just talking about the fucking lady you saw in the gas station, I can't handle it. Like I don't want to talk about her. I really don't. Like it's the last of my business. Yeah, please.
Real.
Unless she's doing some real fuck shit. But if she's just like looking at you a little weird, I don't care. Maybe she's having a bad day. Let her live.
Yeah,
you're never gonna see her again. You shouldn't let it affect you that much.
Damn, who are you talking about?
People, because they are so judgmental.
No, you're real. That's true. Anyways, how do we go from talking about witchcraft?
We talked about a lot of stuff.
Smoking, guys. And now we're talking about
what am I even going to title this?
I don't even know. I don't know. I think that's the good end of the podcast.
Yeah, I think it's good. I think we talked about a lot of good stuff.
Let us
And
know
we
down
could talk
below.
forever, but that's why we're gonna have more episodes.
Let us know down below if you like the video, if you like this episode.
Yeah, let us know. And let us know what you guys want to see.
Yeah, more. Tell us.
Tell us
What else. And what else?
And we're gonna try. We got a new camera, so
Oh,
we're
yeah, we
gonna
got a
try
new
to go
camera.
outdoors.
We want to
and
do
film
the
an
pod
episode.
outdoors.
We want to do that.
We
so
have to get
bad.
new mic covers though, but we're
Yes.
gonna do that before then.
Yes.
And we're gonna pod outside and film it. And it's gonna be beautiful.
Yes.
And
We hope you stay tuned.
Stay tuned. And Substacked, possibly.
Oh yeah, I gotta work on
Substack.
I gotta do that, but
Or
yeah.
Substacked.
Substack.
Oh, and also we're making edibles, so we'll tell you how that went.
Yeah, we'll tell y'all next episode how that went.
Thanks, stoners. Thanks for joining.
Thanks.
If you do witchcraft, or what was your introduction to being a witch or spirituality or whatever the fuck?
Anything.
And what was your first time smoking or ingesting marijuana like?
If you ever have.
Let us know down below.
Let us know.
Yeah. Okay.
Garbage truck. Love ya.
Bye, stoners. Bye.